Frozen Lake, the Icebound Gateway. The winter sun cast its pale light over the frozen expanse of Lake Seraphine, a stark contrast to the vivid tales of horror whispered in the nearby town. A group of friends, Emma, Ben, Laura, and Mike, decided to brave the icy legend for a weekend adventure. Ignoring the townsfolk's warnings, they arrived at the lake, its glassy surface reflecting a sky heavy with impending snow. "Looks like any other frozen lake," Mike said, kicking at the snow with his boot. "Yeah, I don't see any ghosts," Ben added, laughing. Emma shot them both a look. "Let's just be careful," she said, her breath visible in the frosty air. "The stories about people disappearing here are pretty consistent." Laura, more sensitive to the eerie aura of the place, shivered. "Maybe we should just stick to the edge," she suggested. But the lure of proving the legends false was too strong. They ventured further onto the ice, their footsteps echoing in the stillness. As they reached the lake's center, a sudden, bone-chilling wind whipped around them, and the clear sky turned an ominous shade of gray. "Did you feel that?" Laura whispered, her voice trembling. Before anyone could respond, a loud crack resounded beneath their feet. The ice split open, and they plummeted into the frigid water below. Panic surged through them as they struggled to stay afloat, but the icy water was pulling them down. As they sank deeper, an otherworldly light enveloped them. The cold seemed to penetrate their very souls, and just when they thought they would drown, they found themselves standing in a vast, frozen wasteland. The air was filled with the faint, mournful cries of unseen entities. "Where are we?" Ben gasped, looking around in bewilderment. "I think we crossed over," Emma said, her voice shaking. "This must be the realm of the frost-bound spirits." Ghostly figures emerged from the ice, their forms translucent and shimmering. They moved towards the friends, their eyes filled with sorrow and longing. "Why are they staring at us like that?" Mike asked, his bravado fading. "They're trapped here," Laura said softly, her fear giving way to sympathy. "They must be the ones who disappeared." One spirit, a young woman with icy blue hair and a tattered dress, stepped forward. "You should not have come," she whispered, her voice like the wind through the trees. "The lake holds those who seek it, binding them to its icy heart." "Is there a way out?" Emma asked desperately. The spirit nodded slowly. "There is a portal, a gateway back to your world, but it is guarded by the Frost King. To pass, you must prove your worth." The friends exchanged worried glances, but knew they had no choice. The spirit led them through the frozen realm to a grand palace made entirely of ice. At its entrance stood the Frost King, a towering figure with a crown of icicles and eyes like cold fire. "Who dares to enter my domain?" he bellowed, his voice echoing through the frozen wasteland. "We seek passage back to our world," Emma said, stepping forward bravely. The Frost King scrutinized them. "To prove your worth, you must face 3 trials: endurance, wisdom, and sacrifice. Fail, and you will join the others in eternal frost." The first trial tested their endurance, forcing them to withstand the biting cold without succumbing to its lethargy. Despite their freezing limbs and aching bones, they huddled together, drawing strength from one another. Next, they faced the trial of wisdom. The Frost King presented them with a riddle: "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" "A whisper," Laura answered confidently, recalling the stories of the lake's ghostly whispers. Finally, the trial of sacrifice required them to give up something precious. Emma stepped forward and offered her grandmother's locket, a cherished memento. The Frost King took it, his icy demeanor softening slightly. "You have proven your worth," he declared. "The gateway lies ahead." With a wave of his hand, a shimmering portal appeared. The friends hurried through, the icy landscape dissolving into the familiar sight of Lake Seraphine. They emerged on the shore, breathless and relieved. The sky was clear again, the wind still. The townsfolk's stories were true, but they had survived to tell their own tale. As they walked away, the lake's icy surface remained undisturbed, hiding the gateway to the frost-bound realm beneath. And though they had returned, they carried with them the memory of the spirit's sorrowful eyes and the chilling whisper of the wind, forever a reminder of the frozen world that lay just beneath the surface. Like and subscribe for more chilling and harrowing tales.